Okay guys, today we're going back to our book, I'll Talk Like a River. I'm not going to get you guys to read this, I'll get you guys to worry, just listen for now. We're learning to recognise whether the author uses personification to create examples of our, and then create examples of our own later on. What I'm looking for, and not just me, all the teachers whenever we teach this, is that you can explain what personification is. Okay, so that's one of the key learning parts. You can correctly identify an example of personification in the story, and there's a lot in this story. And you can use non-human things to create examples of personification. So you'll understand all that once I give you the definition in a minute, okay? So, you've all seen this. We decided to digitize it instead of using that because I always forget to do that, and I'm not the only one. So, I do you help on this next one. Okay? Personification. Giving human traits or actions to non-human things. That's the definition, okay? So such as animals or objects. So example one. Lightning danced across the sky. Can lightning dance?
No.
Why not?
Because it's from the sky.
Because it's from the sky, but what else is it? Dancing is what, Marinina?
It's just like a moving you do as a human.
As a human.
I love that answer.
That's a very good answer. Sophia?
Dancing is when you have to use your legs, and therefore lightning can't do that because it doesn't have legs.
That's a good answer too. All right. So as you can see, there's my example for that one. Here's another example. The plant begged for water. Kira, can a plant beg for water? Why can't it? Would give me an example of something that begs anyone. Mary.
A human?
A human begs. Can a plant beg?
No.
Ricky, what else begs? What's that?
Dead like the sun.
It's dead by the sun, so that's why it needs. So what's it saying? What's the message of this? Saying if the plant begged for water, what does this plant need? Jesse? It needs water and sun possibly. So that's why it's saying it needs it, but you can't beg. So it's a good way to look at it, Jesse. The computer hates me. What is that message sending? Can a computer hate?
No.
Do we sometimes think our computer hates us?
Yes.
Because especially early with the older computers, what happened with the older computers all the time that they annoyed you come out? Slow? You think that's what that picture's showing?
Yes.
J1, anything else? Blue screen of death, yes. Julian?
It's an inanimate object.
It's an inanimate object, so it can't hate. People can hate. Some animals could possibly hate. Sophia?
Hating is an emotion. Computers don't have that because it's not a human.
Good answer. Okay, so now I do, you watch. Okay, this is the book. The pean pine tree grows roots inside my mouth and tangles my tongue. The sea is a crow that sticks in the back of my throat. The Emin moon dusts my lips with a magic that makes me only mumble. Can anyone, before I show you, spot the personification in there? Julian. What's that?
The crow's on the
The crow that sticks in the back of my throat. No, we're not looking at the picture, we're looking at the words. Sophia.
Before the examples, it says the first letter in every
Okay, but
single sentence.
it does do that, but that's got nothing to do with personification though, does it? But it's well spotted that. Can anyone pick up any other personification? If not, I'll show you. Jesse. Kieran.
The pean pine tree.
The pean pine tree grows roots inside my mouth. Well, a pine tree can't grow inside your mouth, neither can the pea, but can the moon dust your lips? Now, what is dusting? Who can tell me what dusting is? You've all done it probably at home. Girls possibly with makeup, maybe? You know, like my little
Xavier,
brush.
close the door.
That's mine for painting, but you can also use it for makeup. Sophia, what's dusting? Because you've been on fire so far today.
Dusting is an action.
Yes.
So
But describe dusting.
dusting is a back and forth or a side to side action.
Which is light. So you're dusting, you're pressing things lightly, aren't you? But you're exactly right in your definition. Can the moon do that?
No.
What's the moon, Lily? The moon is what?
The moon is an object.
It's an object, it's a rock. It can't do it. Okay? Let's have a look at the next page. Have a look here. See if you can find an example before I show it that could be an emotion or an action that an inanimate or non-human thing can do. When the words around me are hard to say, I think of the proud river, bubbling, churning, whirling, and crashing. Anyone spot the personification there? Ricky? No, they're just words. Kalea? The proud river. Well spotted, Kalea. Can a river be proud?
No.
Because pride is what?
An emotion.
It's an emotion, but it's also a feeling, isn't it? Yeah? You feel proud of yourself. Sometimes you don't feel proud of yourself if you do something wrong. A river cannot feel proud. Now, how do you help on this next page? And I also think of the calm river beyond the rapids, where the water is smooth and glistening. This is how my mouth moves. This is how I speak. Even the river stutters like I do. Ashton,
The river stutters.
what is stuttering?
Like walking. Like
Who can give me an example of stuttering? Marilena.
It's like when you're speaking and you can't pronounce a word properly.
So you keep saying the same sound over and over. That's right. And I want to give you an so like stutter. Yeah? But can a river be calm?
No.
Because calm is what? A feeling or an emotion, isn't it?
Wait, you can.
Can water is smooth and glistening?
No. Water is dim.
A lot of personification on that page, isn't there? Okay, but you all picked up the obvious one, the river stutters, which is good. But look through the whole text. Like I said, this text has a lot. All right, look at the images. Look at the boy. What do you think this page is trying to say? Rick? Not just about the river, about the boy. What's it saying about the boy? Elaine? He's lonely, but have a look at the words. Calm river, the river stutters like I do. Claire? That's how he speaks. He finds it hard to get words out. Would you agree, Sophia? You had your hand up still longer.
He's trying to describe a river to how he is.
So he's comparing? Well done. Now that's the end of our little slideshow. We've done that part. All right. I'm going to give you a task to do in groups, in pairs on the floor. All right?
Just get that last slide back up, just to demonstrate.
That's a good
But
idea.
remove the circles, yeah.
All right. Find a group, Scotty. Just move with Sione and Ricky if you'd like. Find someone, Kevin. AJ Minna. You want to work with Xavier, you three? You can work with Kira. She's someone you're not going to talk with too much. You two want to work together? All right. Okay, that's fine. Scotty, you work with Ricky. Guys, what you're doing is finding the personification in these sheets. Ash, work with Cody. And Julie and Chris jump in with them. Guys, you've got 1 minute to find the... what are you doing with your feet, Ricky? You pass me one of those. Pass me that one. Yeah, you got that one. Chris, work with the girls. Work together. Have a discussion. Try to find the personification. What is the emotive part? What is the person part? What is the action that a non-human thing can't do? You found them all? There could be more than one. What makes it, Katie? Katie, what makes that the personification? Rivers can't talk? Okay, what's the other one? So the talking part, you say. What's the one on this one?
My dad says talk about the river.
So it's all about
How it looks like a river.
he's comparing and okay. Have you girls found one? Which one? What? Crashing? Bubbling? Why is crashing one? What's crashing? Oh, like a car crash. Okay.
So we found it.
So who's crashing? The Proud River? The moon fading. That's not emotion, is it? That's describing it slowly changing in colour and brightness. How did you girls go up there? One sec.
We found the sound of words because he said he woke
With the
up.
sound of words.
Because he said he
Is that
woke.
personification?
There's two in
I'll get to you in a sec. Have a look at it. I wake up each morning with the sound of words all around me. So what's the personification?
We think it's the sound of words because he woke up and there's no such thing as when you wake up and you hear words around you.
Okay, but is that describing him? If it involves him, is he a non-human object? Okay, let's try it as a whole class discussion. All right. Shh. Pass me that sheet, Xavier. The one in your hand. All right, who had this sheet? Anyone else have this sheet?
No.
Good luck how sensitive these things are when you
No,
put them
no.
back here.
So just read the book.
All right, what's the one on this one? You couldn't find it. All right, let's see if anyone else can help. At school, I hide in the back of class. I hope I don't have to talk. When my teacher asks me a question, all my classmates turn and look. Is there any personification in that?
No.
Who thinks yes? Where is it?
When the part that says he would and says go away or something like that.
Never said anything. It said, I'll hide in the back of the
Yeah,
class. I
that
hope I don't have to talk.
Get that one.
That's saying he. It's a person. Not a non-human thing. I love the way you're trying though, Jessica. You know what I mean? Like you're giving it a go, and that's all I want to see from you now. All right, which is the one here? Minna? All right. Anyone else have that sheet?
No, there's only one copy
of
of
each?
each. Yeah,
Okay.
there's only one of each.
So he's right. The moon that shines from my open mouth. Let's see. They don't see a pine tree sticking out from my lips instead of a tongue. They don't hear a crow caw from inside my throat. They don't hide their eyes from the moonlight that shines from my open mouth. Is that personification, or is that something else called maybe a simile or a metaphor?
Mr. Clarke? Mine does the exact same thing.
Okay. Who found that actually hard to do? Who found it a bit easy because of the sheet they got we'd already been through?
Yeah.
At least you're honest. That's what I like to see. Now, guys, we're going to be going into groups soon. Oh, wow, don't put my back too close to the screen. All right. You're about to get a sheet. It's called the odd one out sheet. All right. Come in.